Hey, this is Time Bomb, and if it's your first time checking out the channel, hit that subscribe button to catch all the updates. Thanks a lot for joining me today here, guys. I'm doing another episode of my Loadout show, and this one's all about the support meta. And as soon as you saw that support meta title, you probably knew what I was going to talk about. The biggest thing that we saw on support, if you were watching the Cal Cup, is supports with masks and beacons. And now I think every competitive team was using this strategy off the start with masks and beacons, at least one person AI farming, if not two, and then a couple interceptors, maybe three interceptors then. And I think the two AI farmers sprinting to kill the AIs, even avoiding the mask and beacon, not even waiting for it, just going and doing it or taking it early or whatever, was the route. But that mask and beacons is key. The beacons, of course, targets your opponents and gives them 30% damage, and also they cannot use their countermeasures. Those two things are huge. You can also target frigates, raiders, and corvettes, the capital ship. You can just do all these things to add this 30% damage that is instrumental. Like, I've commented about it. If I'm sorry, resupply is not the way. I started maining support using the mask and beacons, and I think it's actually the easiest way to start playing support too. It's a lot tougher to do resupply. I've gotten better at it, at pocketing people and stuff, but I'm sorry if my team sometimes does complain like, hey, can we get a resupply? And it's like, no, you will get mask and beacons and continue to get mask and beacons, and I don't want to hear you complain about mask and beacons, because if you do, I will remind you that we are winning handedly because of the masks and beacons. So it's no point arguing it. Mask and beacons is the move. It only completely confirmed what I already thought when I talked to Galactic Agriculture on the podcast, and they said, yeah, masks and beacons all game, every game. And I was like, okay, yeah, that seemed like the way, because I knew we didn't run a support all game. We used it kind of like strategically, but I didn't even run it all game, whereas now I am a support main. I'm working it. So that's what we're going to do today after my long-winded introduction there. We're going to break down I'm going to say what it is, the meta support loadout that I've been running lately here. So we're going to take a look at it. Now, first and foremost, you might notice the ion cannon as a weapon. I use that so I can help strip shields on the Raider Corvette as they enter. And I think just, helping out on these opponents, ioning them, you take out torps, it's a good mix. Of course, beacons and masks, just like I talked about, for all those reasons. Particle burst. One thing with the mass, your team needs to be 750. That is kind of close, so you want to be using it to send them in, basically in sequence. You want to use your ping system to let them know where you are, then have them cut in on you. You move in together, give them the mask at the time, send in the beacons, and then pull out. It's kind of these in and out runs that you want to do with it successfully. Especially because you have the ion, you don't have much offensive power to finish people off or anything when they do get that 30% damage. So that's the one trade-off with that ion. You can't really finish. I'll use the reinforced hull to give me a little bit more strength there, the particle burst, so I can help out chaffing. And if you don't know about the chaff, we'll talk about that in another video coming up. Exciting resonant shields. Just keep the lasers going. And shields are kind of, I switch between which one I try different ones out, seeing what I'm feeling like. Right now I'm using the resonant, and the slam engine I think is the way to go. It just helps you. You need that escapability. You should mostly have your engines fully powered, basically, to be ready to go at a moment's notice too. And on the Empire side, I'm just basically recreating that exact same thing. So let's take a look over here. We'll jump in my support ship on the Empire side. I think I've got it a little more tricked out. This is oh no, I don't think I have it on the orange colors, actually. Really, maybe it does. We like those stripies on it, like that right there. Okay, so same thing. You see ion cannon, target being squadron mass, seeker, reinforced hull. I went with the fortified deflector shield on this one. The max shields are higher, gives me that little bit more, and then the slam engine here too. And just like I was saying, using the mass and beacons, it kind of gives you opportunities to move in a little bit closer, kind of work. You got to work with your team though to use it to its maximum success, and you time those runs right. You hit those defenders with the beacon. All of a sudden, those guys don't have their countermeasures, and those guys who were trying to get away and were so maneuverable and escapable now have lost that completely. Once they can't use their countermeasures, you can really pin them. 2 people lock on them, they're taking hits, a couple lasers, they're done. So it's really game changing to use those beacons, and then the masks just constantly hiding your team. I swear there's no end to the usefulness. Like, so many times you can just kind of hang out near your team on defense, and you just keep getting the mask. It just makes it a little tougher for those interceptors to lock onto the to help peel off. You know, those guys on their torpedo run guys, if they can't even see them, so they have to, or they can't even, their targeting system isn't seeing them, and they have to visually see them on the air. So it's a really OP tool. I do definitely foresee it getting nerfed in the future, but definitely right now, the support meta is strong. If you aren't using masks and beacons, I don't know what to tell you. If, you know, gas winning the Cal Cup using it all game doesn't tell you something, I don't think you're listening. So that's my word on it. This is the new episode of this one. I'm going to keep trying to do it. I think I would like to have guests. If you're a high-level player and you'd like to do an episode with me, hit me up on Discord. You know, my inbox is open. I'm definitely down to collaborate with people on stuff. I love talking to everyone in the community about this game, and yeah, I hope this game continues to grow. So thanks a lot for checking this video. I hope it helped different support players out, and just let people know what's going on in Squadrons right now. So I'm Tom Bomb, you guys are awesome, and I will catch you guys later.